Hey guys, TrickyMic here at PAX East 2015. I'm sitting here at the gigantic demo. I'm sitting here with
James Finney.
And you are in relation to the game.
I'm the creative director. Yeah, basically run the team. And
that's awesome. Okay, now as I said to you prior, coming into this, I didn't know much about your game. So what I want to ask you is, for anybody that's never heard of your game, what can you tell us about it? And please be as detailed as possible.
Sure. So it's fast-paced, action-oriented, competitive game. All the sessions are 5-on-5. You've got teams of unique heroes teamed up with a giant creature called a guardian. And so what you do is try to work as a team. You're trying to control the map. There are places where you can summon creatures. You're trying to work together to defeat the enemy team's heroes and power up your guardian. Every time you power up your guardian, he'll go rampage across the map, knock the enemy guardian into a vulnerable state, and then you have 20 seconds to try to wound it. And so those become the sort of moments of high drama where you have a chance to win or lose the game. You wound the enemy guardian 3 times, you win.
All right, and this is available for the PC, correct?
Well, it's in alpha right now, but it is going to come out later this year. It's actually coming out on Windows 10 and Xbox One. We actually just announced that this week.
Awesome, for Xbox One. Okay, and do we have like an idea of a price point or anything like that as far as what we're looking at?
Yeah, we have a really strong idea. It's free to play. So, once they've got the Windows 10 store out, just be able to go in there and get it for free, and similarly on Xbox One.
Okay, now I know you probably get this question a lot, and I apologize for asking this, but I wouldn't be doing a service to my fans if I didn't ask this. A lot of people, when they hear free to play, they hear pay to win. Is that the case in this game?
Certainly not, and that's a big goal for us. And I think that there have been in the past a lot of games that were like that, right? But that it's been shown in recent years, say the last 5 years, that you can just make a great game, which is what we're trying to do, and sell skins and do other things where you're not affecting the competitive balance of the game, and still be successful. And we put a lot into trying to make the game create a really compelling and balanced competitive experience, and we're not going to throw it away on pay to win.
That's good to hear. Okay, one last thing. I'm noticing on the wall over here that I'll insert into the video later some characters. What can you tell me about your favorite characters at this point? I mean, I know you probably love them all, but what can you tell me about the characters that stand out to you personally, and what can you tell me about their abilities?
Yeah, so one of the things that's really different about Gigantic is it takes very strong influence from a number of different genres. So the controls are basically shooter controls, right? I don't know who you were playing as, but you're actually aiming your abilities and things like that. It's very dynamic in terms of the use of three-dimensional space. A lot of characters have like super jump abilities or a grappling hook or things like that to get around. But then there's also a lot of tactical play. And so one of the things we tried to do was really buy into those concepts when we're designing the heroes that you play as. So some of them are meant for people who like shooters. Some of them are meant for people who don't like shooters, or like want like the sort of complexity of RPG skill interactions, or you just want the kind of like Twitch kind of fast pace of like a brawler game. We also have characters where it's you want to play a support role, or you want to do more tactical positional play. So for me, it really depends on kind of what mood I'm in. Almost all the heroes that we have in, I personally enjoy a lot. One of the characters is a sniper. Like you actually like right click and you're zoomed in and just sort of first person. Like you have to be really precise. Depending on how confident I'm feeling, I might or might not take that character, because I feel like I could give my team a real bad time if I'm not sort of on my game. Whereas, characters that are more about decision making than Twitch skill, I feel like I'm always going to be pretty even on those. One of the characters we just introduced here at PAX East is Wu. He's a sort of martial arts character, very acrobatic. And the thing we did with him is we tried to design him so that people who like fighting games would like him. Because there's got a lot of interesting sort of chains of like flowing from one skill to another, and things working different ways depending on the order you do skills in. And so that's a character that I think is a lot of fun and very different to play. But again, you've got to be really ready for kind of fast reaction times and on your game to play that one.
Yeah, unfortunately, me playing the game for the first time, they stuck me with Wu, and I feel like I got my my butt handed to me.
Yeah, he's actually like fairly low health. He's mobile, and then he's got sort of more complex set of skill interaction. So I tend not to say that that's the character somebody should play first time. And of course, depending on what you play, you know, there's like HK. He's very much shooter character, but heavily armored, chain gun, plus a rail gun, plus a mortar, plus a rock. Anyway, he's got a lot of guns. He's pretty simple to pick up. And then there are characters like Lord Gnosis or Margrave that are two of our tougher melee guys. That if that's more your mindset, those guys are also really good because of their survivability. Then there are characters like Griselma who you actually don't try to fight with her necessarily that much at all. She summons these portal beasts, and you let them do the fighting for you. So if you're a more tactical player, that would have been a better choice. Woo! Pretty tough first character, I think, for somebody to come in with.
So they kind of threw me in the deep end here.
Yeah, sounds like it.
I think you might want to have to talk to your coaches over there.
You know, I actually will. It's pretty important because of the diversity of character types that, especially if somebody's just going to sit down and play one time, that we try to find out what actually matches their gaming background and play style, because it makes a big difference, you know. Because we've brought characters from these kind of different genres in together. You don't want to be playing something that doesn't match, you know, your gaming experience at all.
All right, and obviously people watch this interview on Proven Gamer, but for anybody that's not wants more information, where can they find your information? What's your website? Do you have a Facebook, a Twitter, all that stuff?
Sure, yeah. I mean, I think you can look for all of that stuff. The company is Motiga, and there's Motiga.com, but really to find out about the game, it's gogigantic.com. And you can sign up for the alpha there now.
All right, thank you very much, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you.